don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches. Taking pictures with the crowd, and I'm out.
Yo, what up? Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. I want to give a special prayer and congratulations to Sydney, her family. They just celebrated a new one. Much love to y'all. Enjoy your family while you away. If y'all not familiar, she's been doing and holding down the Wednesday shows. I will be stepping in to see a different time to give her some time with her peoples. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, and everybody that's grinding and hustling, doing things that the people say they couldn't do, ignoring all the haters and all the negative feedback and all of that bull. You know how it is. People don't want to really see you winning at all, but they pretend like they do. We gonna get past all that. You see the title? I got a clip for y'all, man. It just came across my desk just a day ago, and I was like, yeah, we gotta talk about it. Boosie, what's going on, sir? What's going on, brother? Now, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. They do not directly correlate with the opinions and views of others. But we gotta have a conversation, folks. Do me a solid, like, share, repost, hype. Let the people know that we are on. And let's get into this. I'm gonna bring it up on a big screen. I'm gonna let the brother get his bars off. He's over on IG, just in case anyone wants to follow. I'm not even sure. Let me see. I got this from HQ headquarters. Just in case y'all want to check that out for yourself. Let me bring this up on a big screen for everybody who's curious about why we are here.
People realize that all of the people around Donald Trump are just big scammers. New reporting reveals that rapper Boosie Badass paid 2 MAGA lobbyists $600,000 in an effort to get a pardon from Trump. Jacob Wohl and Jack Berkman are the guys, and they reportedly helped fraudster Joseph Schwartz secure a pardon from Trump last year. They did not get a pardon for him. They ran away with his money. The rapper hired 2 of these operatives. He's now suing them and fighting to retrieve $300,000. So far, the pair have refused to give money back, citing an overrun of costs in conversations with Boosie's lawyers handling the arbitration. They also said they were effectively bankrupt and can't return any of the money. So first of all, the fact that these guys are going around accepting payments for pardons is corrupt in and of itself, but they're also running off with the money. It's just one big scam. Every part of MAGA is a scam, and I don't know why people keep falling for it. When will people realize that all of the people around Donald Trump are just big scammers? New reporting reveals that rapper Boosie Badass paid 2 MAGA lobbyists.
Speaking on my own behalf, there hasn't been a time in the last couple years that I thought that going to anyone associated with Donald Trump would help me in any type of way. Never came across my desk. If I was in a life or death situation, he would definitely be the last person that I'm calling on. I didn't vote for him. I have a mixed feeling and reaction towards MAGA supporters. Did you honestly think they were going to help you, sir? You got all this money, all this success. Lawyers, you're surrounded by all of these intelligent people. At least I would assume so, right? As a businessman, I would make sure that I am, even if I got an entourage full of people who have no business savvy whatsoever, with the type of money you got, you should have 1 or 2 people around you that know their way in and out of the courtroom, understand politics. Even on your own behalf, you should know about politics. You should know whose hands you're shaking. Matter of fact, take it a step further. You being in the industry, you know how corrupt it is. You know how stringent it is. You would think that you would be more cautious and careful as compared to a regular average 9-to-5 worker. You got way more to lose than I do. Contrary to what anybody believes about your character or what type of human being you are, when you put the microphone out, you have done something that a lot of us will probably never get to do. And glory, praise, and honor again to the Most High, because I'm not even going to sit here and complain. As long as I got air in my lungs, I got a roof over my head, I got clothes on my back, I'm forever grateful for the small stuff, because having wealth and having an entourage and an audience full of hundreds and thousands of people is not all that it's cracked up to be. There's a different level of pressure that comes with that, a different level of responsibility. Most of y'all ignore it. You just finished getting all type of smoke come to you because you didn't want to let the LGBTQ community in on your party. And I was on your side. As far as I was concerned, it's your preference. You can have whoever you want there. But to be a millionaire, billionaire, to be a successful man, black man in this country with everything that we already are faced with, you put yourself in a situation where all that could have been taken away from you. Stupid. But you find a way to navigate through all the hate, all the hardships, your gifts and your talents award you a certain type of generational wealth, allows you to walk through certain doors that we can't. But your past is always going to eventually bite you in the butt, especially if you haven't made amends, made corrections, and you haven't grown up from your old habits. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not in the same headspace as I was with music. And I grew up on Boosie. I grew up on Boyz II Men. I grew up on Lil' Kim. So I can say this. You do not have to continuously listen to the same type of content that spiritually, emotionally, and physically alters your genetic structure, your spiritual structure. A lot of the stuff that we consume is not edifying to the soul at all. But it takes you a certain level of growth to really understand how deep this shit go. I'm not throwing shade at you. I'm not throwing shade at anybody who is rapping or trying to be popular or famous. But eventually you have to evolve. Your lyrics have to evolve. Your talking points have to evolve. You have to grow. You got an audience. You got people who are going to be mimicking your lifestyle and your patterns, and they're going to want to be like you, and they're going to want to, you know what I'm saying? You can't just stay stuck on sex, drugs, prostitution, and scamming. Eventually you're going to have to change or something. That's a whole nother thing. Brother, you found a way to come into your own, but you got this monkey on your back. And you honestly thought, with all confidence, with all that you know, to go to these people and you expected them to help you out? Really? Do you know where you live at? Do you know what country you in? You can't even trust your family, let alone the government. They're the biggest scammers on the face of this planet. They scam us every day. They're scamming us right now. All these black kids that's being hung mysteriously, suicides, all these cover-ups, all this bigotry, all this ignorant trolling, scandals. You honestly, with all the history, tell me, you didn't honestly believe that you could buy your way out of them charges that you had pending against you because you're Boosie, because you got money? You thought, oh, you're a part of a certain circle? You think because you're a millionaire that they respect you or look at you any differently? Let me tell you something, and this is for everybody. I'm not going to say it's all of them, but most of them will never look at you or respect you. They will never treat you equally or fairly. They're always going to think that you're beneath them. The entire system is corrupt. You got a handful of these people who want to do right, but the odds are stacked against them. Their hands are full. It's only but so much that they can do for you. You know what I'll be finding interestingly hilarious about people like him, P. Diddy, and them? Y'all think because you are in the position that you're in, that you have the same level of importance or significance. Now, Black people are awesome. We are amazing. When we put our mind to something and we allow God to work through us, our greatness cannot be denied. Even though we make a lot of horrible decisions and we support a lot of toxic traits, a lot of horrible characteristics, we are intelligent, beautiful. We can do things that they're going to forever hate us for because they can't. They're not built the same way we are. But we don't maneuver the way that we should a lot of times. We don't. Once you got out of that lifestyle, brother, I'm gonna say it as if it was me and I had a history of crime. I was a part of the destruction. I was a part of poisoning the community, and I was getting locked up, and I was doing all that. Once I'm out and God continuously is knocking on my door, sitting me down and humbling me and trying to get my attention, and I finally find a way to do something that doesn't require me to sell a needle to this person or that person, and I can use my music or my talents in general to bring me a source of income that will take care of me and my loved ones and my community. I'm not going back to the old habits. I don't care about being popular. I don't care about fitting in. I don't care if you think I'm corny. I don't care if you don't like my hairline or my bone structure or my height, or I don't care about none of that. I want to be a vessel for God at some point. I have grown out of the childish ways. I no longer want to be a part of the childlike mentality. I'm not in high school no more. I have responsibilities. I have people that are starving, that are walking in darkness, that need guidance. They need to be told the truth. They need to be held accountable. I can no longer operate from a place of scarcity, trying to prove a point to a raggedy community that refuses to grow up. I have to do something different. I'm not going back to that. If I get that opportunity and I can put out albums and I can do collaborations, I want to make sure I'm setting money aside, that I'm doing something to pour back into the community. I want to get more educated. I want to hang around more business-oriented men and women. I want to do everything within my power to be more spiritually sound and connected to the Most High. I want to get rid of all of the negative and demonic energies that surrounded me. I want to get rid of any influences around me that have no intentions for me other than to see me fail, rot, destroy. They want to siphon off of me. I'm getting rid of all of the poison. I'm getting rid of all the stereotypes. You only get one shot at life, one opportunity. And because of his grace and his mercy continuously waking me up, you think that I want to come into all of this income and still be the same person that I was 10 years ago? No, absolutely not. Everybody can change. Everybody can be better than what they were. Don't care where you came from. I don't care what the crime was. I don't care what people told you in your neighborhood. You can be more and better than what you are. And you don't need the opinion of a social media influencer to tell you that. Once I leave, I'm not coming back here. Not the same way that you expect. I'm no longer Boosie Badass. I'm going by my government name. My uniform is changing. My mindset has changed. I'm not. No, my lifestyle has to correlate with the word. I need people to see Jesus is real. I need to know that that if God can do it for me, he can do it for you. Y'all go through the entire process of mixing, mastering, recording, negotiating, collaborating, traveling hundreds and thousands of miles to go do business deals, sit down with people, make this stuff happen. You put on these classics after classic after classics. The people are rocking with you. They go to your concerts. You finally make it, but you don't leave your past behind. You stay stuck in that same wormhole, and people support it. They love it. They advocate for it. They champion it. They make it seem like it's the greatest thing in the world. It's not. You are very, very naive in certain instances. I ain't nowhere near what you are. But I've always put myself in the situation or in a POV moment, so to speak. If I was this person, how would I handle this? I don't want to be a part of no drama. I don't want to be tied to it. Especially if I'm trying to own properties and build businesses that can be passed on to people. I don't need my name attached to nothing negative anymore. Like, it's bad enough we already got that. I'm saying all this to say you do all of this, and I don't know if it's with the intentions of never having to go back to that poor lifestyle, to go back to that habitat. I don't know what your reasoning was, but this is deeper than just becoming wealthy. It's deeper than this gun charge. It's deeper than trying to get your money back. And I don't know if you're going to get it back. If you do, I hope you do something smarter with it. I hope you maneuver better in the future with how you assess these scenarios with these politicians and these white folk that you think that you're on par with. I say this with all due respect. We're all equal in areas of life. But when it comes to what I do, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not looking down on you either, but I'm not competing with you. You're good at what you do. I'm good at what I do. I know there are racists in the Black community. I know there's racists in the Asian, the white, the Indian. I know it spans beyond just this little bubble that we're in. But I also know that a lot of them are very, very intellectually sound minded. They have meetings. These niggas sit in offices with books, with graphs, with projectors and case studies, and they sit there for hours and discuss how to depopularize communities, and they talk about how to keep money in their group. They talk about how to continuously expand manipulating the people. They do things with such precise can't think of the word. It's very meticulous. They don't go off of their feelings and their emotions. Instead, they use their knowledge and their ignorance and they funnel it and channel it into ways that benefits them, while it staggers and puts stumbling blocks out there for everybody else. So while I know everybody is not hateful towards me because of my complexion, a lot of them look at us like we ain't shit. We're just entertainment to them. Every time you twerk, every time you shake your ass, every time you kill your brother and sister, your baby mamas and your baby daddies, every time you take out your own seed, every time you rap about scamming, every time you sit up here and pedestalize all of this, they look at that and they say, this is why we are superior to them. This is exactly why we are better than them. Exactly why. They have no coof. They don't know how to stop bickering amongst each other. They don't know how to pick up books. They don't know how to support each other. They don't know how to lift each other up. Let's just keep on selling them poison. Let's keep on feeding them this homophobic content. Feed it through cartoons and through movies and through the TV that they watch, the hood and the ghetto ratchet stuff. Let's give them their award shows. Let's give them all of this shit. But they're entertaining us. All of this is for us. They don't know it. You're in their eyes, Boosie, you ain't never going to be on power. Remember, it don't matter how much money you got. Even with Jay-Z and Beyonce and them, you think that you really moving or really doing something. Oh, nah. I don't have all of the answers. And I ain't around a bunch of multimillionaires and stuff like that. But I can tell you one thing. You're not free if you still got to answer to certain people. And you still got to answer to these people. Why did you have to go to them to get that charge dropped, to get that pardon? And now all of a sudden, oh, they ran off on the plug. Ain't you street savvy? Ain't you been in these environments before? Shouldn't you know about this? About the hustle? It's a different one. These white people don't screw people over the same way black people screw black people over. They don't have to get loud. They don't have to stalk you and shoot up your car. Nah, they just raise your taxes. They raise your taxes. They put pesticides in your food. They spray your corn down, your beans, your rice. They put stuff in your potato chips and your cereals. When you turn on the news, they show you a bunch of violence. Black kid hung. Suicide. Black kid hung, drowned. Suicide. They show you a bunch of women arguing about masculinity. They show you a bunch of videos about men arguing about femininity. They show you a bunch of videos that overly sexualize the basketball players, the football players. That's how they do it. That's how they get back at you. I shouldn't even be the one saying it. You should be the one talking about this. Somebody has said this in a post earlier to NBA YoungBoy because he spazzed out. Don't know what his issue is. He spazzed out. Someone said it would make more sense if you used your platform to actually do good. I couldn't agree more. The same people that are watching here is 10 times as many as watching a NBA YoungBoy or Megan Thee Stallion live stream. If Megan Thee Stallion was live right now and was giving advice about relationships, giving advice about music, getting into it, people would absolutely listen. You got a woman named Woo Lady right now as we speak telling women to go trick off in Miami. Black woman, black overweight woman, out of shape. Influences are real. The name matters. I don't give a damn what nobody say. The name matters because you only put a certain level of respect on a person based off of the numbers that follow behind them. If the numbers don't follow behind them, then you don't see no significance in the message of the person. As much as I done tweeted and post, and I done said some real prolific shit, guess what? Nobody sees it. Nobody pays it no attention. Why? Because I'm not a million subscribe channel. I don't have all of that around me, but it don't really make a difference. You can't deny someone's calling or their purpose. And what I'm trying to tell you is I want to be at a place in a position where I didn't need people to get me where I am outside of my circle. And if I do decide or I am allowed to build that type of wealth, you're going to see it work in God's favor. It's not going to be all for no demonic stuff. And I'm not going to be controlled by this person or that third party that picks up the phone and calls and tells me I got to shut up. That's not happening. I'm going to own mines. I'm owning mines. If I don't own it, I'm going to feel like I'm still a slave to this. I want to be free of all of that. Period. And people like Jay-Z and them, y'all think y'all free. You got money, but you ain't free, my nigga. You not. That's why you went to Trump, and that's why you went to these white boys expecting them to help you out, and you learned the hard way that wasn't going to happen. And now you try and get your bread back. We can't change the past. Everything that you did then, you got to repent for that. That's between you and the Creator. It's not for me to judge. I don't know what your lifestyle looks like right now. I don't know if you still doing dirt or not. But you are dealing with sharks. You're dealing with a bunch of shady, shiesty people. You in a, again, man.
Stop it. Get some help. You
in the industry. You see it every day, all day. I guarantee you can tell me stories, and you can tell the public stories about some shit that you've seen that you will never speak on. And you probably done seen some of your favorite or some of these people's favorite artists getting their back blown out by dudes, whole dudes, and these rappers. You probably done seen some shit. You already know how it is. I couldn't be you. I wouldn't even try. That's not my lifestyle. That's not the trajectory that I'm going in. But I don't want to be around no fake people. I can't do it. I refuse. It would do something to my soul. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And that's probably why a lot of people's success is delayed. Because the stuff that you got to do in order to make it, it might be a shorter process, but it's not worth it. And here you are. Congrats. But is it all for naught? 600,000 is a lot of bread. You know what I could do with 600,000 right now? One day I'm gonna show you without saying a word. No fancy chains. I'm gonna be the Temu guy. Yeah, I can. It's like that. I can make Temu look good. It's not about the name brand. It's about how you wear it. It's about who wears it and how you style. You can be very fashionable with regular clothes that don't have a high price to it. You don't got to be loud to be successful. And it seemed like y'all be wanting so bad to be seen and respected that the only way you know how to do it is to show off your diamonds and your watches and your cars. And everybody got to suck up to you. And look at where Floyd Mayweather is right now. Floyd hurting. This nigga was a damn near a billionaire, if not a billionaire. How do you go from having all of that money to almost borderline facing 20 years or more for not paying off debts? You buying watches that would have taken care of my house. My house, my property taxes, I would have been straight. Niggas just wearing houses and cars on their arms and their wrists. And that's a part of a toxic culture that I don't support. I don't like it. I'm the cheapest nigga you gonna ever meet on social media. I don't give a damn how you feel about my chains. About all my chains are $3, $5, $10. Fuck, I care about that for. That mom just buried her son because he was flashing money. You think I care about? No, that don't make no sense. I want to build businesses. I'm going to die one day. I want to leave something behind that's going to still have my memory in it, my name attached to it. I'm trying to separate myself not from Not from this, but the negative stereotypes and stigmas that come attached to it. Y'all want to hold on to that. I don't. It's not me. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't know who they are. They don't have an identity. Flexing your money is not it. Them white boys, they own acres. Smart black men and women, they own acres. They own properties. Y'all use social media like it's, I don't know what to call it. I'm not idolizing not a single soul. If it ain't Jesus Christ himself, you ain't getting all this praise and worship. I don't know if you still in that lifestyle. I don't know if you still move like that, sir. I hope you're not. And if you are, that's something that you're going to have to work out with the creator himself. If I'm not mistaken, you still dealing with a situation where I believe a woman lied on you and you was looking to find out who she was so that you can file a lawsuit against her. See, you already, it's too much, man. Way too much. You can't be in your position with that type of history and think that you can just buy your way out of it. You of all people, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but rappers and artists like you in general with that type of past, y'all above anybody should know how treacherous it is to be moving funny or to still be in and out of that lifestyle you can't do that. You got to pick a side. You have to. What was the gun charge for, sir? Why did you think that you had that much pull with a group of folks that never liked you anyway? They listen to the way you rap. And then, yeah, trust me, they know about your lyrics. They know about your entourage and who you hang around. They know about our culture just as much as we know about theirs to a certain extent. You really thought they was on your side? Best thing you could have did was kept your money in your pocket, atoned for your wrongdoings, completely hit reset, and move forward with a different structure, a different plan, so that you can minimize this. I'm the last person that's ever going to look at a prostitute and say, oh, she can't be a pastor, or he can't be a pastor, or nothing like that. Jasmine Cashmere is a pastor now. If you know, you know. If that woman can go from doing what she did to what she's doing now, and if she's legitimate, I'm all for it. God can use anybody. You can't be in and out, though. I hope and pray you get your money back. If you don't get your money back, take the L. Take the L and learn from it. If you're still moving out here with wicked ways and you still moving like them, it's going to get ugly. It's going to continue to stay bad for you. Because a lot of y'all, the people worship and look up to y'all like y'all heroes and all that. I don't see it. Teach about Jesus. Teach about the word. You want to be a real hero, a real leader? Acknowledge Jesus in everything. Y'all can't even upgrade your content. Hip hop is supposed to have already transcended 5 times, but y'all still on the same stuff. Still rap about the same stuff. Ain't nothing really evolved. The people who really are conscious and have done, I don't hear their names enough. They don't get enough love. We're not part of their circle. In all reality, everybody on this planet is supposed to move in one body. It's supposed to be a body of Christ. We don't move like that, though. We all scattered. I'm not. I'm wherever the love is. I'm wherever God is. If God is there, if he sends me there, I'm there. A part of me believe you got screwed over for screwing other people over. A part of me believe you're getting screwed over by them because of the dirt that you did to people. Let's not get it twisted and act like this man is a whole angel out here. Just because we don't know about all the skeletons, that don't mean that you ain't been moving funny, sir. You, Dame Dash, and all of them, Diddy in jail. He fighting to get out every day. Before the year is out, this nigga's going to be coming home in January or February or something. They just keep moving his shit up. Content creators. I mean, like, there's a lot of people, man. You do deals with the devil. You do people shiesty. You got bodies under your belt. All this allegedly. I'm not putting that on nobody. What I'm saying is, nah, my nigga. Nah. We're here because there are actions that you took that led you here ultimately. That led them here ultimately. The only difference between your lifestyle and their lifestyle is they're not loud with how they screw us over. That's the only difference.
Are you still talking?
Sorry, it is what it is. They wear suits. They wear shoes that you've never seen before. They raise pigs and cows. They drive Volvos. They don't wear a whole lot of shiny objects around them. They're not on social media all day staring at ass cheeks and watching bum fights. They're not advocating and supporting hillbilly activity. They don't care about wearing Michael Kors and Gucci and Prada. They go golfing. They fish. They walk their dog and they jog. They're not loud at all. But we have to be. Everything has to be loud. I could care less. I could be the richest nigga in the world. You'll never know it. I want you to think I'm poor. I want you to think that I'm a bum. That way you can just stay the hell away from me. The fuck I look like having a bunch of fake ass women and men around me that's only there because, oh, they can go to a Chris Brown concert because I know the person or nope, I don't think so. Access denied. I done been screwed over way too much to have my circle infiltrated by you imbeciles. Nah, you here because you chose to be here. Because of your friends, your associates. Because of that exchange, them soul ties. All them hands you shook. Every hand you shook has led you to this point. Because if you wanted better and you wanted to shift away from all of this, you know the exact moment when you had the opportunity to completely change all this. And I don't agree with everything Charleston White say, but when he speak about certain stuff that we do, you can't really debate it. I'm not a hater. I would love to see all my black men and sisters happier and healthier, using the system the right way. I would love to see all my brothers and sisters in offices and healthier relationships and marriages, using the laws according, sitting in the same seats, in the same offices, having the same conversations to combat the ignorance that has been set upon us all. We ain't there. And I don't think we want it bad enough. I don't. Once we leave here, we're going to go back to our regular scheduled programming. I'm going to keep on doing this. I don't care. You can leave me a negative comment. I'm going to tell you God bless and I'm going to keep moving. I'm not arguing with you. You're not my enemy. I'm not your enemy. They are. The very same ones that keep getting away with killing and annihilating these kids in these other countries. These same people that's falsely getting you incarcerated. These same people that's raising the prices on all your food. The same ones that's trying to stop black business owners from making a profit in these grocery stores. Those are your enemies. Y'all niggas be coming after your own kind with all of this unnecessary rage and hate. And we not the problem. Your priorities are all messed up. Boosie priorities are messed up. It is what it is. You can chastise people and not be a hater. You can have opinions and express certain things that you dislike about what they're doing and how they're moving, and not be a hater. I don't know where people get off thinking that everything has to be tightly wrapped with a bow on it in order for you to be able to love or care about somebody. But that's what they wanted. And they're getting exactly what they asked for every single day. Shout outs. Shout outs to the people that take time to actually listen. You ain't just absorbing what I'm saying just to be argumentative. You're trying to be objective. I appreciate that. Everybody don't got the patience. I have no dog in this fight. I have no animosity towards this brother or anybody. If I was getting screwed over in a situation, I would have to evaluate my walk. I would have to look at me first. I can't say nothing to nobody else. I'm here. How did I get here? Accountability. I wish you the best of luck. Shout out to the brother, man, who spoke on this. Just in case y'all didn't catch the clip, spin it back at the beginning. Nah, I don't think anybody here, if their life depended on it, and they was going to face jail time, or they felt like they had a sweet deal here, would ever go to somebody that's a Trump supporter or go to anybody associated with him for help. I don't even think most people really know who the real enemy is. But I digress. That's for a whole nother day. I got 2 shows tomorrow. I got a morning, afternoon, and got an evening. We're gonna cut up some more. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I can do this freely. I thank God for giving me my own stride, my own confidence, my own perspective. I don't want to be a yes man. I don't want to fit into nobody else's perception of what entertainment is supposed to look like. I want to be free to have conversations the way that I see them. Not trying to be like you or the next person. I just want to be myself. And I'm humble and I'm grateful for stuff like this. For those who be wondering why I do these, I do them because they are reminders of what not to do, what not to be. It's a constant reminder of how patient God is with everybody. It's a constant reminder of how broken our system is, how broken we are. It's a constant reminder of what it looks like not to have your own identity and to be following after everybody else. I do not want to be a follower. I do not want to be under nobody else's program. I will not get a phone call or text messages from a Chris or Charlie Clips or you can't call my phone and tell me I can't talk about this because it's going to ruin your brand. No, I'm not. No. If I can't be authentic to myself, are we really friends? Are we really comrades? If we can't have real honest conversations about what's going on in our world, why do we speak about this stuff? What's the point? I'm cool. That's probably why I don't have a lot of people in my my group anyway. Most people don't want change. They just want you to constantly be up their rectum. I'm not doing it. I love and care about you enough to tell you when you're falling short. You need to step it up because you're better than what you've been showing me. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed one. Shout out again to Sydney. Blessing to Sydney, her family. Shout out to Rob and everybody on the crew. Hope y'all have a blessed one. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Stay hydrated. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. Do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind. All right, let's hit the remix.
What's the goddamn button?
We out. Y'all be easy.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches.